Ironwood Games. This is Andrew, and I have uh, started again. Yesterday we finished off. We didn't finish that mission. We died in the arena. What I assume was kind of the end of the mission. We got a little lost on our pathfinding, and we stopped there. And for good reason. One of the reasons I wanted to stop was to see if we would start back at one of our waypoints, or where we would kind of get repopulated. And it looks like we got repopulated all the way at the back at the beginning of this entire mission, which is frustrating and obnoxious to me, that we have to go back all the way through it. We can't just kind of pause in the middle and pick up where we were, even though it's clearly delineated into kind of phases on that. So let's, if I talk to Nissa, this is what we did last time. I assume she's going to say the same thing.
I just deflected one of you, and I will not see the people of Briar. I am Nissa Ravane, a planeswalker.
Yeah, so it's the same conversation we had last time. I'm not going to go through it all. So now's a good time. I'm going to plug the channel. I keep forgetting to do this up front on that. Please, if you are watching this video, if you found our videos and enjoy any of them, please subscribe to the channel so we can get those numbers up and know that you're enjoying it, and then you won't miss out on any of our future videos. If you like the video, go ahead and like, comment. If you don't like it, that's fine. Hit the dislike button, leave a comment of why it's no good. And I'm going to pause here and see if we can't get back to that arena area at the end and just catch up at the end of this mission. So I'm not going to make you guys go through all this with me again. We'll be back in a few. And we're back. All right, we got to the arena. I did jump in and died once. We respawned, and now, yeah, this marker was wrong. The death marker was showing us correctly kind of towards the arena. I also know now not to follow that, and we can just go to the arena. We were having a lot of pathfinding issues in this arena area on that attempt right before we started recording again. We got caught up in this by this hedron here, so we weren't able to do a lot of damage or much of anything in this, which is fine. We got kind of like this. We got ambushed pretty quickly here. Oh man. And then these Balrogs, or whatever they are, and then we don't seem to respond to moves, so we get stuck in these areas. Again, this is that lagginess and the kind of responsiveness of this engine and game is definitely showing up here, where we are being kind of overwhelmed just because the amount of things going on, which is A, one of the reasons I don't always like these kinds of games, and B, one of the issues with this particular client so far in build in this is that it's having a lot of trouble pathfinding in general, and then being responsive to input when there's multiple enemies and things on the screen. Even when there's not, just like this, sometimes getting the initial pathfinding to move can be problematic. Alright, so let's try and kill another water elemental. Summon a water elemental. And you can see we're just taking a beating very quickly here. And we could desperately use some health or something here, and we did not get it. All right. So let's see how many tries this takes us. I don't know how much of this is the difficulty of this and my dislike of these things versus just the unresponsiveness in the overwhelmingness of this area. It seems like, and my guess is one of the reasons they created this arena idea of it is because they probably were having this problem, and one of the ways to kind of solve that, or that they approached it, was to create it as its own little space, so there would be less processing and things it's worrying about. In here, we're just in this one area, so it doesn't have to worry about the rest of the world and other enemies. But it seems like at least with our specs and the machine we're running on, which again isn't a bad machine. It's by no means state of the art, but it's fairly decent and powerful, runs. You know, MMOs and everything quite fine. I don't run any, huge high-profile games that really require or want you to have. Okay, we're supposed to talk to Procyon, but also I feel like we have this low mage mentor champion that we want to kill. It says our task is to talk to Procyon, but we have this mentor that is attacking us. It is fun to see, like, the creatures of magic, and to get to do battle with them in a kind of real-time environment. Let's go see if we can find Procyon now and not die. One thing as I'm looking at this and saying it, right, our CPU is running pretty much maxed out, and we're getting like 4 frames per second, is what my software is reporting to me. On this, in this environment, this has definitely been the most intense kind of area, processing, all of that. Alright, let's see if we can finish this off. I can feel the tainted magic dissipating. You have done it, outsider. Thanks, Procyon.
We may have lost that witch, but now we know that merfolk are behind the corrupted Hedrons. I will report this to Nissa and Iliadi in Briarthorn Glade. I recommend you meet with us as well.
Okay. Alright, so now we get a reward. As we actually managed to finish this mission. Alright, Telestrike 8, Icicle 28. I don't know what these numbers mean. Unless these are the number of spells we get and we have to like replenish our stock of them. Unrefined Aether. Again, I don't know what that does. Gold usually is currency to buy things, and we get some XP here. Our first chunk of XP, as far as I know, 1500. All right, so let's planeswalk. Swimming back to Briarthorn Glade. Briarglade Thorn. Thornglade Briar, whatever it was called. I didn't pay attention very much. I'm James McGreery. Just point me in the right direction and I'll get there. So now we're going to the Overworld. Ooh. And here, all right, we got new rewards. Mind Mage reached level 2, so we did get to level up. That's exciting. Our rewards went away before I could investigate them. I think I'm going to say those were the ones we had just seen. Let's open the world map and see what we have here. So now we're going to finally get to an overworld place. So it looks like there's kind of 2 tutorial levels. Welcome to the map. The map is used to planeswalk through the blind eternities, making it a critical component of being a planeswalker. There are 3 layers on the map, enable planeswalking between planes, between regions, and within a region. Okay, so there's basically local level, planet level, plane level, right? And now I don't know, because we're in my realm? No. We can't get to any of these other places, and I don't see... Zendikar on here, so welcome to loadouts. Loadouts menu is management all the components, gain more powerful artifacts and things. All right, so we didn't really want to go to loadout. That's not where I wanted to go to. The guide is track your story. So they have a lot of like the pieces in place. That's fun. It looks like they've got 3 acts so far in this. Let's see if we can get back to our map. All right, so here we are in the Tazim Overworld, and it looks like these might be our regions. You may instantly travel this location. Yeah, so it looks like within region, then we have within a plane, and then between planes, kind of as our level of maps. So that's kind of cool how they've fleshed this out and given us some things. All right, so the only thing we have open right now is in the Briarthorn Glade. Since we're here, let's look at these other ones real quick. This is my library. All the spells you have collected, upgrade spells and combine spells into a powerful deck. Okay, so these are the ones we've seen. They're all rank 1, so that's interesting that we can upgrade them. That's kind of fun. What was the one? Icicle that we had. We got 28 copies of, and maybe that's what goes to the ranking up, is how many copies we get. We need a certain number to upgrade that, which makes sense because we got some Telestrikes and we got some Icicle. Yeah, so that looks like here we've got 8 out of 160 spell pages. So that's when it'll rank up. And here for Icicle, we got 30 out of 160. So that's fun. That's kind of cool. I like that aspect. And then let's go to the store and see here. So the gold we got is probably in-game currency, and then these Zen look like they're real-world purchase ones, so we can pay to win at some point. That's always fun. And then this Aether looks like is used to do our upgrades and things. All right. So let's see. How do we close out of here and get back to our map? Okay. All right, let's talk to Nissa.
Procyon tells me you lost track of your fellow outsider. I would pursue her myself, but the ley lines are my priority.
Ley lines?
Ley lines carry mana through a flame like veins carry blood. The ones that run through Tazim's hedrons have shifted wildly since the attack, and I am trying to figure out why.
Allow me to help.
One of the village animists is already investigating the disturbance in nearby wilds. If you truly wish to help, you can locate her and find out what she knows.
I'll find them.
Before you go, Procyon brought back a spell he found on a merfolk lull mage. I have no use for it, but I am sure it will help you survive the Vastwood.
Thanks. So we got a new magnetic pulse. A new reward. Yeah, so it looks like they just list there. We can't click on them to do anything. And so we're into Zeem here. And we're going to search for the Briarthorn Animists. So I wonder, now that we've finished those two kind of introductory quests, if we are more to the open part and we're not going to reset all the time. So it looks like we can talk to the tailor. An outsider. Perhaps now I can finally sell some clothing that does not blend in with the leaves. Alright, so when I was a child, my mother tried to convince me that wearing fines would keep Tazim from trying to swallow me whole. She was wrong. Very wrong. I have always found outsider fashions to be quite interesting. I sometimes try to mimic them myself. Okay, so let's see what the tailor has for us. Cool, so we can... You cannot equip locked outfit options. So all of our outfits maybe are locked right now. But we can get some more styles. It's interesting that even with all the styles, the color still is blue. Like, we have to be so like in your face about, like, oh, you chose blue. Like, everything is blue. There's no subtlety or anything. Even like the Sanctifier outfit is in blue. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. I'd love to see how they change some of that, but I would love options in maybe colors. Okay, so there, maybe if we get some of our sub parts, we can get specific colors in some of our other things. But we'll come back to that. I don't know if any of that does anything other than aesthetic, at least at this point. And we can change the way we look. But I like the way we look. I guarantee it. So I know this is beta, and so they're still working on a lot of things. I would love to see responsiveness get fixed. So I thought we were going in the right direction. Also, the pathfinding and the mapping would be a huge improvement. But apparently, we were not going in the right direction. So I thought we were following the marker, but I guess not, and now I am completely lost of where we were. Okay, so that's where we started. Yes. We're here, and I have no idea where we're trying to get to. We're trying to get down here, I think, to the Animists. Okay, so we can see other players on here. This must be where I thought I was going. And I was wrong. I think we're also turned around. I think our map is backwards. I think we were actually up here, which is why, yeah, I thought I was going here, but it doesn't connect through. Okay. So we needed to go up and then down, and I missed that fork on that. Okay. So, again, some navigational pieces. Yeah, adjusting the map to see everything could be important. We've got some crazy movements here. And now we found the untamed jungle. Here we go. We want to get up. Okay, so there's looks like enemies on the world map. So we're not really in like a safe zone. Okay, that's obnoxious. Yeah, so we got a tree blocking our view. So they, again, some rooms for improvement on the UI, making sure things in the foreground become transparent to help us through, or in some way adjust to give us an easier time with it. So we were trying to get over here and we keep getting ambushed. Well, I won't say ambushed, but caught up in combat. And I don't want to mess around with you guys right now. I just want to get over here to our next quest marker. All right. Inspect the Animist.
The merfolk are directing hindrance toward the floating isles.
So again, we see a case of there's information and text and things going on, but we're also being ambushed at the same time, and I can't really follow the storyline plot and defend myself at the same time, which sure might be more realistic, but it's not an enjoyable experience for me. And the thing with a game, in my opinion, is that we should enjoy the experience more than feel that it was, incredibly realistic. All right, so we activated fast travel, and now we're circling our other guy here. So I think that's going to open this, fast travel piece, and now we can fast travel back to the Briarthorn Glade. So we have to unlock those fast travel waypoints, which are fun. It's kind of nice and convenient there to be able to fast travel and unlock those, so you have a reason that we want to explore the overworld. Okay, so here we get trapped behind some people, and then having a fun time with this. All right, Nissa.
It is unfortunate to hear the Animus did not survive. The merfolk are clearly hiding something. Did she determine where they are trying to direct the ley lines?
The floating
I believe
isles.
there is a dormant hedron matrix on those isles. You should meet with the village elder, Iliadi, and see if her scouts have reported strange activity up there.
I'll speak with Iliadi. And we got a new spell, Sleep. So we get a lot of spells pretty early on. Iliadi is here. We're going to stop here, though, and continue next time. So thanks for checking us out. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments of what you are thinking or how I can improve my experience with this game. Any tips or tricks you found, or things you're interested and excited about and want to do. All right, until next time, you guys take care.